Monaco, how do you let Vinicius Jr. in 2026 cook like that? I can't believe what I've just seen today. Real Madrid, this is the best I've seen them play in the last 2 years. And Arbeloa, listen, everybody's making fun of Arbeloa. Like I was saying, he's the cone man, right? He's the guy who picks up bibs in training. You know what I'm saying? This is any guy. Arbeloa, I don't know what it is. I seen Mbappe running right on a counterattack for Monaco, sprinting 80 yards to make a tap. I saw Vinicius hugging Arbeloa. Let's talk about Vinicius. What the heck? Vinicius today was unbelievable, right? I missed the guy who said 10 times more and was like legitimately 3,000 times less. Vinicius got some assists, but the goal he scored today was unbelievable. The fake shot, bam. You know, Neymar Jr. used to do that, and that was crazy, right? Mbappe, I don't know what it is, bro. I call this guy King Von. I don't know what it is. Mbappe, when he plays against these French teams, bro, he's reminded of the good days at PSG when he used to just destroy them all, right? Mbappe today was really good, right? Got 2 goals. Bellingham, man. Bellingham. Guys, how are we letting Bellingham score in 2026? He rounded the goalkeeper, did his little celly. But, guys, I'm not joking. I've not seen Real Madrid score 6 goals in a game in a long time, right? I think this is the best that I've seen them this season for sure. Listen, credit where credit is due. Real Madrid today were really good, right? I would be lying if I told you guys Real Madrid were bad. Real Madrid, I usually troll them. I usually take the mick, you know what I'm saying? I usually say Real Madrid are like medicine to fall asleep. But today, I usually call them boring. But I'm not going to lie. Today, I was entertained. Today, from minute 1 to 90, as a neutral, because I don't really care. This league stage, they're gonna advance anyway. I was just watching as a neutral. Obviously, I was like, Monaco, could you guys get a draw for me? But it didn't happen. Ansu Fati, what has happened to you, right? But guys, make sure to smash up the likes, subscribe to the channel, right? Get down below in the comments, leave your take. Did Real Madrid play good? Who is their best player? Vinicius, Mbappe, Bellingham, right? Valverde, who was it for you? But let's get straight into it. But I have to say this, AS Monaco, what are you doing? The coach of AS Monaco should get sacked tonight. Why would you play a high line at the Bernabeu against Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Jr? Are you dumb? You see week in, week out, Real Madrid, they struggle against low blocks, and you're like, you know what? Arbeloa, he lost to Albacete just a week ago. I'm going to play a high line. I'm going to help Real Madrid, and you're away from home. I just don't understand it. That's madness to me, right? You cannot do that. How many counterattacks did Real Madrid had? And credit to Real Madrid, they made them pay. Vinicius and Mbappe, spectacular. But the coach of AS Monaco legitimately should get sacked tonight. That's crazy, right? But Arbeloa, you know what? I don't know what it is. You know what? Let's actually speak about this game, because Arbeloa, this was the lineup that he put out with, right? Courtois in goal, right? Raul Asensio, Hoyson, Camavinga. He had man like Valverde at right back. Bellingham was the midfielder. I can't believe. Guys, I'm so shameless. Y'all know me. I'm objective, but sometimes I love to be shameless. I can't lie. If Madrid won this game 5-1 and Bellingham didn't score, I'm not going to lie. I was going to say at least we left with something. At least he didn't score. But of course, Jude Bellingham had to score. And he did his goofy celebration. I don't know what he's trying to signal, but Tchouaméni, Goulet, right? Franco Mastantuono, Mbappe, and Vinicius Jr. Listen, this was a game that Real Madrid, I believe they had to win, or basically like they're already in the top 8, but they want to finish top 8, right? You want to go automatically, any team, right? Even Barcelona, we're trying to get that top 8 of the UCL, so you go directly into the round of 16. So Madrid, I understand why they went strong, right? They got an early goal though, and it just pissed me off, right? Kylian Mbappe, I believe, man, it was a goal, and I mean, it was a really nice goal. I think Franco, by the way, I will say this, Franco Mastantuono, right? I've been criticizing the kid. I've been saying that I don't even see the talent. That's my thing. Is he a winger? Is he a 10? Right? We're having these issues with Franco very early on in his career. The last 2 times that I watched Franco, last game and this game, I'm not going to, these are the best 2 games I've seen of Franco. I thought Franco was pretty good today. Maybe the guy is finally getting better, but I was just shocked. Like, why? I was shocked at the amount of minutes Franco was getting for a Real Madrid youngster when we saw Arda Güler wait. But Franco balled out. I'm not gonna lie, right? Listen, Valverde played in Mbappe, and you know the rest. Listen, guys, I'm tired of Kylian Mbappe. I'm genuinely tired of Kylian Mbappe, and he scored again not too long later on a counterattack. Vinicius threw on goal, right? Plays Mbappe. I think Mbappe is stupid. I'm not gonna lie. He almost was offside, but Mbappe just about onside, and he scores the tap in. And I will say this about Mbappe. Mbappe, when you have a player like him, because there's very few players in the world like Kylian Mbappe, the quality, the sheer amount of goal scoring. Like, I know we always talk about Mbappe and the imbalance that he's brought to Real Madrid, but one thing that you can't take away from is that he always scores. And when you have these type of players, you start the game up 1-0. Like, guys, I played football so much. When you have a guy that scores every game, bro, you just play the guy, bro. Mbappe scored 2 in the first half. I was convinced. I'm shocked, by the way, he didn't end up with a hat trick. I will say that. I was sure, listen, and maybe it's because Madrid didn't get a penalty, but nah. Mbappe today was solid in the first half as the 9, right? And this period right here, I don't know if you guys can see my cursor, from like right after Mbappe scored to like halftime, there was a period where Monaco, they hit the bar. Courtois made a good save, right? Like, Monaco were banging on the door, and you know what? Luck was just on Real Madrid's side today. What if it's 2-2 at halftime? Because they had some good attacks, but Monaco, they had to go forward, right? They had to go on Madrid. You're already down 2-0 early at the Bernabeu, and you wanted to play an offensive game, but now you're down 2-0. Now you have to go more offensive, and Madrid, the spaces were crazy, bro. Like, I'm telling y'all, that was ludicrous. That's madness, bro. And Mbappe and Vinny, the form, especially Vinicius, the form that he's in, you should not be given him space. Make it easy for yourself, right? At halftime, right? Like 5 minutes in, Franco Mastantuono scores a goal. And listen, it was a good goal. Vinicius taking his time. And this is the thing. When you give Vinicius space, he is a good player. When against low blocks, he finds it a bit hard. He's not as attacked. And I'm not even trying to disrespect the guy because he has been bad. Let's be real, right? But Vinicius, when he has time to think, right, and a lot, like on the counterattack, when there's a lot of space, he's a good player. He makes the right decision. But against low blocks, when he's triple teamed, it's a bit different, right? But guys, we have to move on to probably the goal of the game. And like Vinicius, bro, I don't know what it was. Maybe Vinicius, is he only good as a counterattacking player? But the goal that he scored today was unbelievable. He deserved that 9.4, bro. The goal, he cuts in. He fake shots again. And listen, he has the defenders at legitimately his mercy, bro, because these guys have already fallen for the initial fake shot that now they're reacting. And bro, Vinicius takes his time. He smacks it, and it's in the top of the corner. If you watch the replay, you can't place it any better, right? Monaco, they finally get a goal, but Monaco today were awful, bro. Like, let me say this, right? Arbeloa did coach a really good game. I thought that, Franco Mastantuono, right when I thought that he was starting to get tired out a bit, he got subbed off. Like, that is a sign of a good manager. Now, am I saying Arbeloa is a good manager? No, right? I really don't think he's proved anything in the game, right? We saw the other day against Levante, against a low block, Arbeloa, I don't think he's anything special, to be honest. But against, like, when it was open, right? Low block football, because that is the bigger issue at Real Madrid. Real Madrid on the counterattack. When you have Mbappe and Vinicius, you don't even need a coach, bro. When you have Mbappe and Vinicius on the counter, the speed and the talent that they got, bro, you don't need a coach, bro. Like, it's easy. Just play football and you're going to score goals. But, like, against these low blocks, that's the question for Arbeloa. What are you going to do against the low block? And Arbeloa, I don't think it's going to be answered this year. I'm not even trying to... It's not bias, it's not hate, but without like a Toni Kroos profile, I still think they're going to struggle in those type of games. But Madrid, against teams that play open, they're still going to play good. Barcelona, the reason why we beat Real Madrid is that even if they score on us, because Mbappe scored so many goals last year on us, we score more. Like, we just outscore them. That's the thing. Monaco wanted to play that game, but Monaco, once again, brother, you ain't that guy, bro. You ain't that team. You know what I'm saying? You ain't that team. You got to, you know what I'm saying, relax, big man. You ain't that team. You know what I'm saying? But Bellingham, he scores a goal. I think it was off an Mbappe free kick, right? The wall blocks it. I think Fede Valverde gets the ball. He plays in Jude Bellingham. And of course, bro, like I promise y'all, I was about to say some shameless stuff. Like, we're leaving with something, right? Bellingham, the bum. Listen, he's not a bum, but he definitely ain't better than Pedri. He scored the goal. He rounded the goalkeeper. He did his, like, I think it was like an alcoholic celebration. Some people are saying that because there was some rumors that he was out drinking. Listen, I don't know about all that, but Bellingham scored a goal. And Madrid, they played well. But man, listen, let me look at this table though in this Champions League. Are they? Man, I can't believe this, bro. I was hoping for a draw because Barcelona right now, we're 15th in this league, right? Dude, I don't know if we're gonna get it, but Real Madrid, they're second in the table, right? Arsenal's the only team above them right now, and they're sitting pretty. I'm not gonna in this competition, they have done well, right? 5 wins, 2 defeats. That's not bad at all. I'm not mad. Now, actually, I kind of am mad, but bro, I'm very disappointed in Monaco, bro, because why would you do that? That's legit horrible. Real Madrid took advantage, and you could tell at the end, bro, Real Madrid players, these guys were having fun. Real Madrid, they don't go for more goals. Usually they accept when they're up by 1 or 2. You know what? That we'll call it a day, right? Real Madrid today, I saw Mbappe, bro. The guy was mad in the first half when it was 2-0 that I forgot who messed up the pass. One player messed up the pass, and Mbappe was mad because, bro, he sees the type of game. He's trying to have fun, bro. And you know what? Credit to Madrid. Credit to Arbeloa. Is he cooking? I don't know. But listen, the proof will be in the pudding. We will see. But guys, let me know. Were you impressed by Real Madrid? Who was their best player? For me, I think Vinicius was unbelievable, right? Guys, make sure to smash the like, subscribe. We will be live tomorrow for the watch along for Barcelona. Guys, let me know your thoughts below. I'll see y'all. Peace.